Coming up on the phone. Oh, we up on the shit supposed to be coming up on the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to let me know. We are live, but I got these three. I don't know what you want to call it.
Be careful.
No,
careful.
Geniuses. I got these three geniuses on
That's
here.
good,
there we are.
I got these three.
There we are.
Smart ass, intelligent geniuses on here. We're going to come back and we're going to have a live debate.
Well, at least you got something right today.
We on it. Okay.
How gonna do that on live, my nigga? Come on in. Is we live right now? Yeah, let's do the intro. We doing the intro. Okay, let me turn around. Let me do this. Hey, what's up? You reached the Black Rosebud Show. I'm on here with three smart, intelligent black men. Psych. I mean that. Cut. No, we're gonna keep on going. But we're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk to these geniuses. These three experts on debating and politics and all that shit when we come back. We're gonna come right back.
We will
Google it.
America.
So committed heresy.
That was a dumbass question. Because
The hottest economy. Our country is in serious trouble.
It is. If you vote for Joe Biden, we're gonna be in some serious fucking trouble.
We will make America great again.
We right back. We right back. I know hopefully y'all just got through watching this Donald Trump debate. I didn't say I said debate. I hope y'all just got through watching that Donald Trump Republican National Convention. We was spitting facts. We had all
bullshit.
Come on, brother. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that in a minute, right? No matter what you say, right, the Democratic convention compared to the Republican convention was two different kind of conventions, right?
You're right. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
You got to let me talk, bro. We'll get to you in a minute. You're going to get to you in a minute.
All right.
The Democratic convention, right, was mostly politicians talking about Donald Trump. They didn't talk about their policies.
Okay.
They didn't talk about nothing they was going to do. They didn't talk about nothing they going to change, right?
Make America great again.
We live. You said 5 seconds. You supposed to do the countdown. You know I went to high school, nigga. I don't know how to count to 5 unless I use my hands, and my hands are full right now. What's up? You have reached Talking Politics with Black. I feel like Talking Black with Politics. You know I've been on that good marijuana, but we got a special guest for you tonight or today or wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? It's L.A., so it's today where I'm at. It's night if you're on the East Coast, or it's another motherfucking day if you're in another motherfucking country. But we're going to be right back with Talking Politics with Black. That kind of fucking rhyme.
We will
Google
make
it.
America
So committed heresy.
That was a dumbass question. Because
the hottest economy. Our country is in serious trouble.
It is. If you vote for Joe Biden, we're going to be in some serious fucking trouble.
We will make America great again.
We can't even see it. Matter of fact, you can't even see the damn video. Matter of fact, we're going to have to step up the production. When I show the video, how in the hell I going to show? Matter of fact, you have to watch it on your phone. That's how you're going to do it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Talking Politics with your boy, Black Rosebud. We have a very special guest in the house. You know what I'm saying? You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Derek, Goddard Design, Derek, from L.A.
You said Derek?
Derek,
You ain't got a nickname?
Goddard.
Goderick. That's your nickname?
That's my
Goderick. You know what I'm saying? Can I call you God? Nope. That would.
No.
It's
in there, though.
It's in there. You know what I'm saying? So
we ain't gonna roll with that.
Okay, it's a suffix to it. I got that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, now this dude has he's not like the last couple of dudes been on my show or I've been on the couple of dudes' show. He has a different opinion, and he has an opinion about black labelization. You know what I'm saying? Cooning, you know what I'm saying? How black people who are calling people coon and stuff like that, how they don't really know what they talking about and stuff like that. So he here to give a definition of what coonery is. He here to give a definition of what labelization is. He here to talk about what's been going on in these cities like Chicago and Illinois and a couple of other Democratic ran cities that's going out of control right now, Portland and Seattle. We're going to talk about a little bit about Black Lives Matter and things like that, you know, because a lot of things that people are scared to talk about, and you need people like me and this brother right here, you know what I'm saying, to talk about these things, you know, that's not scared to talk about things, that don't give a fuck how people feel about us talking about these things, because we're going to speak the truth, you know, and if we're going to have some call-ins, you want to ask us some questions and things like that, feel free to fucking call in, you know what I'm saying? So I want to, my first thing is, right, Now, I want to get into this coon thing because a lot of people don't know the definition of a coon, right? And you gave me a definition of a coon. I even done a little research on Uncle Tom and saw how they switched the definition of Uncle Tom, right? Mm-hmm. So first of all, I want to know, what is your definition, or what's the true definition of a coon?
Well, the true definition of a coon first has to start with the purpose for making the word the coon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the word the coon basically came from our ancestors, who were the ones on the plantation that realized we was doing all this work, we doing all this, and master getting all this stuff, and they heard about other folks went to the Harriet Tubman Railroad to go make a better life, and so they wouldn't strike out to go. And when the ones that heard about them going within the circle would be trying to talk them out of it, trying to scare them, fear them from going.
Oh, nigga, don't go free. The master needs you here.
Nigga, don't go free. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go, they run in so master can give them that extra chicken bone or whatever else, that extra shit to eat. Yeah. They tell that motherfucker left. You know, so and so left.
So if Cooning was a TV show today, it'd be like the first 48. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give a nigga a coffee and a cigarette, he gonna tell on the whole thing.
You ain't got to give him coffee and cigarettes. You simply got to make him understand that it's a reward. Period.
That's all.
That's all
a reward.
Yeah, you can take a couple of them black gals and I'm gonna let you go in there and have them for your way with them. Just let you tell me who the fuck leaving. And so when you would leave, then the coon would tell that you did and then reprimand you for leaving and telling you how stupid you was for trying to leave, even though you was going for a better life, and the ones that left before you had in the north was having houses and stuff, sending messages back letting you know it's good to leave.
So right now, right?
So they reversed the coon now. So Satan done reversed the coon, and the Democratic Party done reversed the coonage in order to keep us who leaving waking up from leaving.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me the people that actually been telling me I'm a coon for coming and being a conservative and switching and leaving the plantation that the Democratic Party have gave me, I was undereducated in the poorest schools, in the poorest neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, with the police brutality or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, the education system, I was fucked up. I was on the plantation. Now that I'm leaving that plantation and making money, you know what I'm saying, and doing more business and stuff like that and becoming big in my career, you mean to tell me that the real coons?
The real coon is trying to call the uncoon the coon.
Ain't that a bitch? So y'all been calling me the coon this whole time, and you really been the coon.
The real coon's been calling the uncoon the coon.
So when you so check this out, people. When you sitting up there and you calling me a coon for being a Trump supporter, right? You're looking past all the stuff,
all the facts,
all the history. And everything else, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
all the bad schools.
Wait. They don't even understand the fucking history of a coon.
All the kids' bad grades in the cities. All that. They gonna give a rat's ass.
Wait a minute.
Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
No, can you motherfucking cuss?
I'm just trying to say.
Only I can cuss. You can't cuss, nigga. What kind of shit is that?
That's that coon shit.
If you cuss, you gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You can't cuss. I'm the only nigga cussing on here. Huh?
So yeah, they gonna overlook the facts and all that. They don't care. They gonna automatically label you because Master say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
You know what's crazy? How they tried to say that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party switched. You heard that? Now remember.
Wait. But let me tell you the history on that.
Yeah.
But they did switch with Goldwater, but that's because the Republicans in the Democratic Party sipped him in there to switch it because they had to take over that party and switch it around so that all them black folks who were with the Republicans and loving them for getting them out of slavery would end up making them the coons and the coon party and come over to us and we gonna give y'all everything.
Free shit, free welfare, free food.
Cheese. Put your daddy out the house.
All that.
Women, you gonna have all that.
Look, you can even snitch on your baby daddy if you want to, and we'll lock him up for you if you want to.
When my mama, for the brief period, she had to get on welfare in the 50s, 60s, and 60s, 70s, I mean, my daddy or any male in the house had to leave the house.
Gone.
A male shoe better not be in the house or you ain't getting no money.
And they come in to check too. Like
so the party did switch, but it was switched from the same way every good thing for black folks switched. They send the infiltrator in there.
That's a damn shame
They
right
sent
there.
an infiltrator in there. I was a part of the Black Panther movement. I was a little boy passing out magazines at the Teen Post, and we was all good. But then when they wanted to stop us, the Democratic Party, because we was growing, getting stuff, they labeled us militant. And they came at us like that. They put a label on us. Put a label on them. And the bad part about it is, as blacks, we continue, when they label us, we don't do the information to pull ourselves out the label. We just eventually start getting brainwashed to be the label, and then they able to destroy our movement.
That's a damn shame, and that's what they're doing right now.
That's what
because
they're doing right now.
It all started like I used to be brainwashed, right? Because I used to hate, like not hate, but I used to hate on Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell and such strong black men and a woman, right? But I got the
Larry Elder.
I used to hate on all of them.
That nigga was a coon to me.
Man, you
Before
feel me?
I woke.
Remember that show he had, the Truth or whatever? I forgot when he was a judge.
Yeah.
I used to hate Larry Elder. But I didn't understand it because matter of fact, I was cooning. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand Larry. Like, he always talking down about black people. He always doing this. But as I got the waking up, I understood he was only telling the truth. He wasn't talking down on black people. He was telling the truth.
But what made you actually not like him? Even though you didn't know nothing about him.
I don't know.
No, even though you know nothing about him, what made you not like him? Because of the label that they put on him. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
The label. No, not investigating for myself. Not let me see what the man talking about. Not let me see his manifesto on opposed to their manifesto. Because they say if he is a Democrat or a conservative, Republican or conservative, he is a coon. And he was labeled. And that's what this show is about. Understanding labelization. Okay? Contempt prior to investigation leads to labelization, which leads to default. So actually, when you labeling somebody, you ain't done your proper studying and learned your proper history about that person, you are spreading lies on that person, and that statement is a default. You defaulting all of that. So what I'm saying is, like, growing up in the hood, I don't know why do we have that? Do you know why do we have that? Do you think it's the white people teaching us or the Democrats teaching us how to be like that? Or do you think it's installed in this like the Christian and Bible and things like that? Do you think it's installed the hate certain black people? Everything negative, everything in this world is from a biblical standpoint. It's God versus his son Satan. Satan's whole get down since he got kicked out of heaven was division and labelization and conflict, Crips and Bloods, this and that, Pilgrims over Indians. That's what it is.
White nationalists and KKK.
All that. So what we don't understand, and when God said it was a spiritual thing, we just pawns on the table, and they got to come through us. So Satan got to come through the ego, and God comes through the Holy Spirit in us. And the ego right now is running rampant because the ego is like the Matrix, man. It's the Matrix.
You read, so I take it that you read the book by Eckhart Tolle.
No, I ain't got that.
Oh, you ain't got that?
I ain't
The
got
ego?
that yet.
Oh, that's a deep book, man. It shows you about your conscious and your unconscious. You always got the devil and the angel on your shoulders, which is your conscious and your unconscious. Your unconscious is the devil. It always say shit like, hey, man, it'll be okay to shoot everything in this damn school, or I hope this old lady got hit by a fucking car. But your conscience, which is you, said, hey, black, that's not fucking right. You're fucking wrong. Hey, black, that's stupid. And I find it funny. My conscience find it funny. But some motherfucking conscience actually think it's real. Some motherfuckers speak to the devil, you know what I'm saying, actually thinking shooting up that school is all right. Some motherfuckers speak to the devil and acting like, okay, fucking that little 15-year-old girl is cool, because even though the angel or God is talking to him, it's the devil that's taking over, which is unconscious.
But tell me something, black. But how you know the difference?
You know the difference because
when you hear the voices, how do you? Most people out there don't even know why they keep doing crazy shit. When you got it's three voices actually.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the ego and its master, which is Satan, and it's the God part of you, the Holy Spirit and God. But then it's the 25% free you that God made, who has free will to pick which side he gonna go. That's the difference between us and the animals. God gave that 25% man. He the one in the middle who has to choose who to listen to. But the problem is most folks don't understand that the ego and Satan always speak loudest and first and promise you good shit.
But you know what?
And then the God party, you get drowned out. And then by the time you hear him, that's when the bar doors unclosed. That's when your motherfucking ass done went across, tried to go across the train track and got hit, and your motherfucking ass is about to die, and your life flashed before your head. Then you want to hear him. The ego always speaks first.
But people,
and they'll label some shit immediately to get you to do what they want.
But people taking God, like especially, I hate to keep bringing up the Democrats, are taking God out of a lot of stuff. They're taking God out of the Pledge of Allegiance. They're trying to take Christmas out. They're trying to take a lot of things out that have to do with God, which is fucking wrong because a lot of us was raised with God in our family. And the difference between knowing a thought that's from God and knowing a thought that's from Satan is any thought that's not sponsored by love is not from God. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't do anything in the name of love, it's not for God. You know what I'm saying? Everything else for the devil because like you say, you would be labeled. You know what I'm saying? I can easily say them homeless men, they deserve to be hungry. I can easily say they got a chance. They could get a job or anything. Or I can have the God in me talking and say, everybody goes through things. You don't know that person's problem. You probably can make that person day.
But on the spiritual level,
yeah.
On top of that, you don't know if God putting that person to test you before he give you that thing you want to see if you going to give it to him and help him out regardless. You don't even know who that is. You don't know what that is at you. Okay? Not to mention you ain't even respecting the fact that he brought you from a mighty long damn way.
Oh, yeah, he did.
You understand?
He did.
Okay?
He did.
So your mind want to label, okay, they can get a job and all that. I got mines. But what you worried about? You finna go buy a Coke 45 mile liquor anyway. Okay, you got extra change. What? What's that?
Before we get into the first commercial break, I'm going to give you a story. No commercial break. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you a little story about how, like, God changed my life. I don't really talk about God that much because my skits are not about God and things like that. You know, I'm a strong believer. You know, I read a book called Conversation with God with Donald Neil Walsh. I don't know if anybody read that book, but it taught me a way how to talk to God, right? And I always been funny, and I always thought I was funny. I always knew I was going to be a comedian, but I never took the opportunity to be a comedian. I never took it serious, right? Until I went to prison, right? I always knew how to talk to God. And the first day I went to prison, I asked him why I'm up in here. And he told me, I had to take you away from everything. I had to take you away from the women. I had to take you from the weed, the alcohol, you know what I'm saying, they're selling drugs. I had to take you away from all of that, you know what I'm saying, to clear your mind. And for me to put you back on track.
I also think maybe because when I got this then, he had to take you away from your motherfucking ego.
All that, yeah.
That's what the fuck he did. He did. No, don't understand. Prison is necessary on some shit because some motherfuckers need to be put away from their ego. Okay, them dumb motherfuckers let the ego get up in jail and they still act the fool, nigga. Do you know where you at? Your ego got you here. Sometimes God put you up in there to get you out your way of your damn ego. No, you can see some shit you've been doing that ain't right.
In prison, I saw some of the biggest egos in the world, right? Because you have somebody who want to be the biggest, baddest Crip, meet somebody who want to be the biggest, baddest Blood
in a lockup.
And when them two egos clash, somebody gonna die. Somebody's gonna get hurt, and it's gonna be a winner.
In a prison for their mind.
Yeah, because their ego saying, I want to be a bigger badass than him. I'm more badder than him.
At the bottom of the barrel.
Right? And it's a certain thing like your ego, right? You have to put your ego in check because it's certain things that may hurt your pride and stuff like that you just have to get over and take that shit as a life experience and don't get mad at it.
But sometimes you can't put your ego in check. That ain't your job. The job is to look at where the ego already took you and get real with what the fuck every time happens when the ego do that. Use that history of that ego and allow that part that got you all up into the prison for your mind that you can't move. I'm going to tell you how to eat, how to put your arm on the wheel. Hold this, nigga, don't do that. Okay? You got to let all that experience show your ego shut the fuck up because I ain't trying to go back there. But see, you're right. Them motherfuckers get up in prison want to be the big man. In a motherfucking, we all in a motherfucking handcuff box, nigga.
Till you
trying to see who could be the best man in the handcuff box.
Till your ass get a knife in your neck. Okay, I want to ask you something about the youngster these days because I was taught and I had to teach myself how to deal with my ego, how to deal with my past, how to not become a victim, right? How do we teach these kids, right, on how not to label certain people, right? And when you label somebody, sometimes you fear that. Like when you label the police as bad or you label the white man as a racist or things like that, right? You have a natural fear from because you think the police going to shoot you or you think the white person going to do something bad or, you know what I'm saying, something to you or even call the police on you. So how do you stop our people right now and make them realize labeling people is wrong, because you wouldn't want nobody to label you as a nigga, as a drug dealer, as a gang member, things like that. So labeling people of other races and things like that, not just white people, is something we need to put in check, and we need to look at ourselves about that. How do you think we get better with that?
Well, you know what, man? I mean, there's several avenues to getting better. But on that tip right there, as far as these youngsters, man, these millennials, that they call, that's another label. They believing in a millennial level that, like we don't know what we talking about. We old fogies. It's going to be very difficult to reach them, because they are totally mind controlled right now by the media, by Cardi B, by whatever division that Satan got going. That's all they want to hear. They don't want to pick up a book. They don't want to do nothing. The schools failed them. All that's happening. So the best thing you could do is try to get the people that's up under them, that's close to them, and try to save as many as we can. You can try to tell them, look at the results. Try to get them to understand, look at the facts. Look at who's really giving you what, okay? Realizing that you all ain't going to be them stars like that. Realizing that having a good job, being able to pay your bills, being independent is way better than me telling you where you can eat and all that shit. That's the best way you got to reach them, from actual facts, actual momentum. But other than that, they ain't hearing us. I'm telling you right, they ain't not hearing us.
Now, I heard you mention about something about when we was talking about how the Democrats switched the parties and promised a lot of black people things, and a lot of black men are out the house and things like that. Now, I got a question, right? Like, if you haven't really noticed, right, it's been a lot of black women in high positions, like Carmen Bass, Lori Lightfoot, Kamala Harris, and things like that. They're not praising the black men. It's like in the household, right? They're not they're not making a black man the leader of the household, a black man, a strong man, nothing like that. We have the most, I think the most powerful man, I don't think it's Barack Obama, because he can't make no policies. I think the most powerful man in America, black man in America, is somebody nobody even talk about, and that's Tim Scott.
Okay. Well, let me say this, bro. The reason why, and you're correct on that, the women is getting all that, because you got to understand, Satan is going back to his original advocate. When Satan came up in the Garden of Eden, he couldn't go to Adam, because Adam would know, nigga, I'm the only one speaking. So he would know you can't be talking to no snake. That ain't happening, what you do. He had to go through that woman. And everything he promised that woman that made her bite first, he promising her today. And he wants to destroy this plane on the male-ism in this country. He can take over the rest of it, make us all globalist. He got to get rid of the man, so he's pumping up the women, and he's showing these women that they ain't caring about the kids and the fathers. They caring about themselves, their own outlook. They got BET her. What BET man at? What
Exactly.
BET kid at?
Exactly.
What BET dog
Exactly.
at? No, it's BET woman, her.
And the whole thing about it, in a household, right?
And she leaving us.
In the household, the women, in the black household, the women get all the advantages, all the, and like you said, you got to kick the black man out. Now you got all these black women in power positions. Nothing wrong with it, right? But they're getting blamed for a lot of things. Like in Seattle, Carmen Best, she got blamed for most of the things that happened in Seattle. Lori Lightfoot, much as I hate her, she's getting most of the blame for the things that's happening in Chicago. And it's a lot of other black people, captains and things like that, retiring from the force because they don't feel like they've been protected. But the thing is, how society is pushing the black man up, right, and pushing black homosexuality up and all that stuff up, but pushing the black man down.
But let's go to Lightfoot and all them. The reasons why is because they settling in on the factions and doing what they want. They settling on the label of shit. They're not doing their job. They're not doing their job as far as what a man in that position would do. A man in that position, a conservative man in that position, would be handling that. He was in the army out there. He would put a stop to that shit.
All that.
Ain't no Black Lives Matter gonna make me say what the fuck is gonna happen on the agenda of this city. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. Okay? So that's what Satan is using them, putting them in bearers position, putting them in high places, which is why God does not promote women as pastors in his book. Nowhere. They ain't supposed to be pastors. They ain't supposed to be running the church. I don't care what they trying to say out here. Don't even go for that. That ain't what's supposed to be happening. The pecking order is off in the world.
Woo, we got a caller too. I finna get into that.
Yeah, we have our first caller coming in, Mr. Thomas Green.
Thomas Green, you done said the nigga name and everything. You know what I'm saying? How you know the nigga wasn't one?
Because that's what he told me.
Thomas Green.
Thomas Green.
I got to put it on like this. What's up, Thomas Green?
What's up?
What's good with you? Mr. Green, you are on, brother.
Sorry, I'm a little hard to hear.
That's this
It's a little
nigga.
hard to hear you, sir.
That's because, we can barely hear you too.
Oh, sorry, I don't know. The iPhone 7's a little crappy. Hey, I got an idea, video for you for YouTube. You do this video, you're gonna get 1 million views. All right. You ever hear the name Monica Cannon Grant? She's the leader of BLM here in Boston.
And I gotta write that down. Say it one more time.
Her name is Monica
Okay,
Cannon.
Monica Cannon. I can remember that. Monica Cannon. What about?
Okay, it's with 3 N's though. So it's CANNON. Then it has if you type in the minus sign, then she has the word Grant. Okay.
Okay. What about it?
She went after this black Republican woman. Her name is WeAreLa, RAYLA Campbell.
Yeah.
She's running for Congress against Presley. You know, that bald-headed bitch that looks like
yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, Monica Cannon is her campaign manager. She got so mad that a black Republican was running against her. She labeled her a white supremacist.
Oh.
She went after her in this leaked video, because I think there's some people in BLM or in these groups that kind of like on the side they're thinking about maybe leaving, because somehow this video got leaked. You type in Monica Cannon Grant racist comments, you'll find a half-hour video of her talking about Rhea Campbell.
Got you. Good look.
She talked about Rhea.
Got you.
You have to, you make one of those videos where you on YouTube, 1 million views.
Got you. I'm finna look that up. Thank you for calling in, brother.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's crazy.
For sure.
Right?
See, instead of debating me to see what our two issues is,
you
automatically
label a racist.
Label me a coon. So all the rest of them just gonna say we ain't listening to her.
She's a white nationalist, you know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, labeling without history, labeling without knowledge and things like that, that's kind of wrong. You know, so we got a video about.
Debate me first.
Yeah, then you can call me anything you want. Find out the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? We got a video coming up. I want y'all to listen to this angry. I want you to watch this video too on your phone. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't that technology.
Look, hold on. We got to look it up. Bring up your YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got no TVs here like a real. You know what I'm saying? Like a real studio. we.
Yeah, he ain't bought nothing like a real studio either.
We ain't got no real
Talking
studio shit up in here. You know what I'm saying?
I know that shit look excellent right there.
In
You
real
running
studios,
his goddamn
you got
mouth.
cameras and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a nigga wiping your face down and shit.
Yeah, you bring your own water. You'll go ahead and invest in
all
this.
that, nigga.
Well, you know what, man? Let me tell you right now. You need to just find out how much you need to get them video things, man. We're gonna figure out how to get that happen. All right? Find out what you need to get some video cameras up here, man. We're gonna make it happen.
All right, man.
We're gonna make it happen.
You got the video ready, nigga? You got some video ready. Well, we finna go into this video. This nigga finna play. Hopefully got the right video. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be right back. I want to discuss what we see on this video, if it's the right video, about black women, you know what I'm saying, about black women being the most powerful women.
Yeah, this is not that video. That's coming up after this one.
Well, what the fuck is this video?
The first one you sent me?
I don't know. What the first one I sent you was about?
Shit, whatever that shit was. I did what you said.
Look.
I just produced.
We're going to play the video, and whatever come up, that's what we're going to talk about on the break. You feel me? When we could be back. Whatever the fuck come up, I don't know what it is, but evidently I know something about it if I send it to the nigga. We'll be right back.
All right.
In the past 2 months, 3 of my sisters, my friends, have been arrested and brutalized by the Chicago Police Department. Our mayor has said nothing about it. Our black, gay mayor is not protecting the black women in this city. I have a personal problem with that. Alicia was arrested during the first protest downtown. Miracle had her teeth knocked out of her mouth Alicia was thrown on the ground and beaten by several officers. These are women that we are talking about. These are women that are not committing any crimes except for exercising their First Amendment right to speak their voice. We're speaking out against injustice, systemic racism, police brutality. We're sick of our brothers and our sisters dying in our communities. And the only thing that the mayor can do is sick her dogs on us, is beat us, is arrest us, is steal our lives from us. She's cut off the north side, completely cut off the north side. Let's just talk about the simple ways that we're being disserviced. Because all of the exits are blocked off on any given day, it takes an hour and 30 minutes to get from the south side of Chicago to the west side of Chicago on the expressway. You are creating problems in black and brown communities to protect white people, and it shows. Like, we see you. We really see you for who you are. You're not fooling anybody. The answer to people fighting against the policies that you are putting in place is not to rob them of their right to vote, Lori. You can't just throw felonies on everybody for speaking their mind. Chandrick has not been processed. He has not been released. We've been here for 12 plus hours, and she still has said nothing. Nothing to the community, nothing to the black organizers who were brutalized. We haven't heard anything. This is unacceptable. This is our city, and we're taking this shit back, point blank, period. End of discussion. We have demands, and they need to be met, and I feel like I've been saying this too much. We're not asking you anything. We're telling you what's about to happen with your permission or not. I don't want to come out here again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to take a day. I unfortunately was not at the action yesterday. I was actually taking a day between this organizing because it's taxing work, because we are kids trying to grow up, and I took a day to myself to wake up to find out that my friends are being abused by the fucking police. You can listen to us, or you can get ran over. And that's all I have to say.
We're not out there committing crimes. The only crime we commit is that woman sound angry. And what I noticed is, right, if you actually look at the founders of Black Lives Matter, or you look at the voices of Black Lives Matter, right, and things like that, it's a lot of black angry women. I hate to say that. You know, it's no real black strong men that are leaders of black strong organization, right? The face of justice and the face of any kind of civil rights type people is either Al Sharpton or lately been Benjamin Crump. And everybody think Benjamin Crump is going to get somebody locked up. Benjamin Crump ain't going to get nobody locked up. Benjamin Crump is a civil lawyer, but he's on TV like he's a criminal lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And he's the face of civil rights right now, him and Al Sharpton.
But that goes back to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you don't see that and why the folks who following them don't see it, because they don't want to read the manifesto.
The manifesto.
Read the Black Lives Manifesto.
Oh, no,
I don't know what the problem is. Why people not understanding? If you read the manifesto, okay, and you understand the founders and the origin of how the manifesto and the movement started, then you understand why you got the angry black woman and all that. Read the manifesto. Ain't nowhere in there about the black man.
Nowhere.
It's the two lesbian black girls started that situation, that whole organization. And their whole thing is killing nuclear family. What do you think a nuclear family is? That's the father and mother, the pecking order that God put down from the beginning. They don't want that. They about the transgender and the gay gender undercoverly. Watch the new billboards. Y'all ain't seen them on the side of the old freeway? Transgender families matter.
No,
bro. Yeah, they split. Yeah, they silently sending that in there. Yes, they are. Okay.
They're making it, and the cold thing about it, right? And a lot of black men, right? And I learned this in prison, right? Right? How emotional a lot of black men are, right? And a lot of black men are emotional because they get it from my mama, right? I mean, they mama, right? I was raised by my grandfather. I was raised with a man, right? My brothers was raised with my mother. and you can see the difference of emotion. They cry real easy. You know what I'm saying? They sensitive. You can hurt they straight killers and all that old stuff. But if you talk to them, they real emotional. They hold grudges and everything like a woman. And I didn't understand it because if I fell down, my grandfather told me, get my ass up. You know what I'm saying? If I'm crying, my grandfather told me to shut the fuck up. They didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And I could see the difference in this when my mother passed, and I worried why my mother worried about them more than she worried about me. And I understood because I was raised by a man, so I had a backbone, and I understood the world a little better. She pampered them, and they wasn't ready for the world. And it shows right now when we all grown men because they downtown smoked out, going back and forth to prison, doing gang banging, all those stuff. And I was in that, but I chose a different route, and I chose responsibility, right? And they had responsibility, but they didn't take care of it. So I see the difference between. And I had a cellmate that was raised by a woman. I just started looking at a lot of dudes that was raised by women, right? I saw my cellmate cry because he was so angry he wanted to beat somebody up. And I said, where's the emotion coming from? He's mad, but he's worked up and he's crying because he's mad.
Okay, and on that point from this video, she's mad, saying that the mayor cut him off and all this and all that, okay? But that's because what you don't understand about the Democratic Party is as long as you doing what they want you to do to be outward, but if you turn inward and you start messing with them white folks across that thing, them Democrats, they're going to shut you down. They're going to let you know we ain't together. We're going to let you know real fast we ain't together. That's what they doing to y'all up there. That's why she locked down that thing, because them Democrats, the mayor Porter had to go get security now. Okay, he thought he was all cool being with y'all, kumbaya.
Yeah, getting
then all of a
maced
sudden,
and shit.
then all of a sudden, some of y'all start seeing that he was talking, but he wasn't giving y'all nothing, and then y'all wanted to act up. She sent her dogs out there because y'all was heading toward them Democratic
community.
white folks.
And like she said, right, they got sections of the freeway blocked off and should sit in the white people neighborhood, right? You can't you can't fuck up their shit. You can stay in your community and fuck up your shit.
Tear it up.
But you can't come up in their community, right?
They want Walmart in their district.
The cool thing about it, right, why you brought up Walmart, right? They saying a lot of rich people are getting richer, big companies and things like that getting richer, and a lot of poor people are getting poor, right? Mm-hmm. And you know one of the main reasons that is?
Why?
Because if you in the community burning shit down where some of the less fortunate work, like me and my other people, CVS and Walmart, you up here burning these stores down, where the fuck is these black people gonna work at in their community? Where they gonna have their jobs at if you burning down their jobs?
Well, see, that's true, but it also comes down to that spirit in this world that's trying to kill the middle class. Let me inform everybody something real quick while we arguing about this and forth and all that. When America's middle class is destroyed, it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wrap. Let's just keep it 100 right now. When
and they're trying to destroy it right now.
They ain't trying. They've been trying to do it, and had that party that was ahead of this man here had got in party like they wanted it to, we would already be in the global market. It'd be a wrap. It'd be a wrap. It'd be a rich and poor. It'd be a wrap because there was no more factories. 60,000 factories went to China. There's no more in America till this man got in. Okay, force them to say, okay, you want to be here, take your companies out of America, go sell it here and come back for free and sell it for free. We let them do that shit. He said, fuck that. You gonna pay a tariff and that's bring that shit back here. It ain't fair trade, China. If I'm paying $18 an hour to make this water bottle, and you got people in concentration camps who can't leave, making $1 a day in Mexico and shit, making it, and come back here free. That's what it is. And y'all sitting up here, black folks, worrying about we had no jobs when there's an entity here that's doing nothing to bring the jobs back, bringing back factories, prosperity zones, and everything else, and then let them Democrats tell y'all this motherfucker racist.
And we need to get him up out of here.
This motherfucker racist. Biden said, ain't nothing wrong with China.
Look. If you Google China, if you Google China right now, as of yesterday,
you can't buy shit.
No. As of yesterday, China has the biggest naval force in the world, and China says they have a right to rule the world. Right? Mm. They have the right because they're the biggest, and they got more people, and they got the direction and socialism. They got the socialism working right. So Joe Biden is saying China ain't shit when China is threatening the whole world with military technology and everything. And now, if you can Google it, China says they want to rule the fucking world, and they're not holding it back.
Okay, but let me just bring this back for the youngsters, because we talking about that. All of y'all who don't believe that if this man hadn't gotten in office, how bad China was ripped off the world and America. They's making so much money from us while we was borrowing money to live. They're making so much money of us. I want y'all to Google ghost towns in China. They had so much money that they had to build cities just to use the money, and don't nobody live in them.
They got malls.
They got 6 or 7 cities that they had to build with the extra money that they was surplus that they was getting from America, and don't nobody live in them. Google that and see what's happening.
And then the cold thing about it, they play with you because they remaking whole cities. They remake Little Italy and put it in China. They remaking parts of the United States and putting it up in there. They got whole railroad system, malls. Ain't nobody lived up in there. Think about this. They're constructing whole cities, and the cities that they already got made, right? If you look up the 10 top cities in China and see how much they worth and see how much money they got from America, I've done a video on it, right? They have cities that look like some shit that been on the moon.
Ain't been, and nobody living there.
No.
They got a railroad in Africa. They done convinced the Africans to let them build this railroad. They gave them the money to build it, but they told them they had to have all the top people build the railroad. And the African nation is starting to wake up, and I'm glad you brothers is starting to wake up and realize, okay, that ain't it. Okay, that free money ain't free. Okay, they come in there getting y'all intellectual properties. And the bottom line is, I know y'all don't want to hear this.
Shit, they do.
But you better understand this. It's called the China virus.
It is.
They was getting their ass whooped because he was putting tariffs on them. He was bringing back factories. There were steel mills and shit that's opened up. Cities was beginning to come back alive. Like on a life support, they got hit and came back to life from factories and shit. Okay? Y'all better wake up and realize.
And you better vote for fucking Trump unless you want this motherfucking a president that's a globalist. He worried about every other country.
I'd rather help them better than this. Y'all better vote for the middle class.
Exactly.
Do it that way. See, that way you take all that out of there. Vote for the middle class. Is where your ancestors and your families came up to be able to buy cars and houses and shit. Vote for the middle class.
We got another caller on the line.
Caller, why you didn't say this caller name? Ain't this a bitch? You didn't say your name, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey. I want to say I love your guys' show. You're amazing. I love what you're doing, helping people wake up and realize that the Democrats are a bunch of liars.
Liars.
I'm from California, and I'm going to say I'm going to vote for Donald Trump.
Oh, we got one.
Yeah.
What?
And Black, keep doing your show. We love you.
Thank you.
Hey, look here. I rather put it this way, man. I'm voting for the middle class. Okay? Do it that way. Do it that way, baby. I'm voting for the middle class, man, because the middle class is where we can buy houses and cars and take our kids to school and colleges and shit. Go vote for the middle class. It don't matter what gender. Let me tell you something. If a Democrat was doing what this man was doing, I would say, okay. Not further that way. Trust me.
Okay, brother.
Your house won't get burned down because you're white.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, right? Now, it's funny how you saying that they're trying to kill the middle class because Joe Biden is trying to put in a law. I don't know if you know about the suburb, the housewife law or whatever the hell it is, when they're going to build low-income housing inside of the suburbs, you know what I'm saying, and allow a lot of low-income housing to come out there, right? And then when you have them low-income housing, you're going to have to build freeways, schools. There's a lot of other things you got to build to occupy that, you know, or help the people out of assistance, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? So they're actually talking about going and bringing projects into the suburbans, right? And that's going to ultimately kill, because it's a lot of places in Los Angeles, a lot of places all over the world that are being regentrified, right? And they're being regentrified is not because of the black folks can't afford, kicking the black folks out. It's not the black folks are not improving themselves so they can stay inside them neighborhoods. They're building things around there, you know what I'm saying, that's going to allow taxes to go up. They're building things around there as far as schools and malls and things like that. They're making easy access, you know, so the rent has to go up for them to pay for that stuff. It's not that they're kicking black people out. It's not black people are not educating themselves or being financial financially stable, you know what I'm saying, to live in the neighborhoods because rent is going up. You renovate houses and things like that. That's all around the world. That's just not in your part of the neighborhood. So now you have a lot of black people going out to like white neighborhoods and things like that that's been rigidified and banging on their doors telling them y'all need to move out and y'all need to give us your house and black people stay here before y'all and black people need to come back and stuff like that instead of them going out and improving themselves, you know what I'm saying, and saying fuck that neighborhood and moving a better neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what do you think about what do you think about suburban becoming a place where anybody can stay, especially low income people? What do you think that do to the neighborhood?
Well, beyond the neighborhood destruction, let's get to when you got cancer and it starts in one part of your body and it done conquered that part of your body, it's going to keep moving down to the other vessels.
Yeah.
So that's they want to destroy the middle class. That's the period. They done pretty much worked it in the city with no factory. They want to take it out and kill their property value, kill out all that middle class out there, turn that into what the semblance of what's in the inner city. Okay? That's what they want to do, period. But bottom line, when I say they, it's Satan and his system. That's what he needs. The whole world got to be a global market. It's in the Bible. Read Revelation. Y'all can sit up and act like, oh, that's just some Christian stuff. Well, 2,000 years ago, he talked about the third temple will be built in Jerusalem. Is it being built now? Trump building it right now. Okay. In Revelation, they said, Bible said, all the Jews will return back to Israel. Is they returning back to Israel?
He made that.
Is they returning to Israel?
He just said that. As a couple of weeks ago, they returned the peace
treaty. The
treaty.
Bible said, Revelation, that they would form all the enemies of Israel all that time will become their friends and group around as kumbaya. Did they do that the other day? Did Trump do that?
Preach, brother.
That just happened.
Preach, brother.
That's in Revelation.
Preach.
He's
a prophet.
Through 2,000 year hoopla with God put that man in office to bring forth the revelation of his book to make y'all better understand black folks and all American people. You better read the book. You better go back.
Nigga,
I ain't talking about religion. I'm talking about spirituality.
Nigga, why didn't think of that?
So now that all that's being built, it's going to be, when it's finished built, it's going to be 3.5 years of kumbaya. After the global market, everybody's global, and then it's going to be destructive because the Antichrist is going to come and solve everything. Everybody going to think, oh, he's so great. He's so great. And then he going to turn. But bottom line, y'all, just check my facts. Don't go by me. Read Revelations.
Read.
It's going to tell you about the temple been destroyed twice. Babylon, it's been destroyed twice. It's going to be rebuilt on the site where the rest of them was. Okay?
Woo!
It's being done right now. So your Bible ain't hoopla. Okay, now what person do you know in the political field that's talking about, bro, he just put Farrah back in school, didn't he? Mm-hmm. Oh, he made it that you can't now get mad because kids want to go on the side of the campus and pray. Oh, Donald Trump signed that.
Huh?
Donald Trump signed that.
You got to do that.
Check the facts. He brought prayer back, so now you can't be admonished out the school because you got a cross in your neck and y'all want to have a recess about y'all want to pray. He can do that. You know what Act 1 is? Do any of y'all really know what Act 1 is? All you brothers that been to prison that's calling him a racist, you brothers, the Democrats telling you calling racist, that went to prison behind the Bill Clinton era. Well, you ain't got to put felon on your application no more. Okay?
Woo, that's right.
Donald Trump signed that. Barack Obama didn't sign that. Clinton didn't sign that. None of them other motherfuckers did that. Nope. Now, we got a thing right now called Prosperity Zone. It's only one brother in South Carolina letting him do that. He want to make Prosperity Zone when you go to bad neighborhoods. You go in there and get a job. I can go and open a business up, get a loan. But the Democratic cities won't let him bring prosperity zones, y'all. Y'all better wake up and realize he ain't letting you bring prosperity zones. So in that regard, the suburbs, all they trying to do is send us all out there to destroy that. We already destroyed the inner city.
Yeah.
Now they want to get to that. And then you're gonna go to the mountain folks next. All y'all got houses on the mountain. We coming to get y'all asses.
They already coming because Black Lives Matter are going into these neighborhoods
telling folks to get out
the fuck out their house.
You didn't earn nothing. You didn't build nothing your damn self, but you want to take somebody else's shit.
I wish a nigga would.
You want to take somebody else's. To not earn it, not go to work for yourself, not spend your money on something other than hair products and nails and some other shit, goddamn crackers and rims and shit. No, you want to not invest in the stock market and buy your own house. No, I want Master say he going to give me the food stamp, the government cheese, and the important free housing, so I'm going to stay right here. That's what I learned when I got off the plantation.
Ooh.
When I got the plantation, I took the Matrix because Morpheus sat in front of me and he said the blue or the red pill. You want to take the blue pill?
Or the red pill.
You want to take the blue pill and stay in La La Land? Or do you want to take the red pill and wake the fuck up and see what's really going on?
Give me the red pill.
Give me the red
Give
pill.
me the motherfucking red
Give
pill.
me the red
You
pill.
can take that blue pill and shove it up your ass if you want to.
And I don't give a fuck if it was Donald Trump or Morpheus who brought it to me. If you're bringing me awakening, I'm going to get the motherfucker. That's what I'm doing.
So when did you take your pill, bro? I took my pill like last year sometime. So you probably took your pill a little longer than me.
I've been taking my pill actually for the last, since Barack Obama went down to Congress and okayed gay marriage when California voted twice, no gay marriage, and other states followed along. And Bill Clinton and his time said he would never do it. Barack Obama came to Hollywood. They gave him $15 million, them gays, up in the Hollywood Hills. And when he came down off that mountain,
probably gave some head.
He changed his first 2 years what he said he wouldn't, and he went down there and overturned the Supreme Court. And when he did that, I was done with him. Because the bottom line is this, y'all. I'm going to say this real quick. Barack Obama was the president of both sides. The side that didn't want it and the side that did. You don't side with nobody. You're the president. You say, y'all put it to a vote. Y'all put it to a vote, I'm going to honor y'all vote. I ain't got no business picking side. I'm the president of both y'all sides.
Woo.
I'm the president of both y'all sides. Everybody talking about this flag and the Confederate and all that. He not going to take it down called Black Lives Matter and say that. He's saying, I'm the president of the Confederate motherfuckers y'all think y'all don't like. I'm a friend of y'all black militants and y'all. I'm a friend of everybody. Y'all put it to a vote, and when y'all vote on it, then I will honor that. But I'm not going to be pushed into doing nothing behind no labelization, and y'all want me to run off y'all label.
Y'all want me to do shit. Y'all want me to do. If I don't do what y'all want me to do, I'm a white racist. If I don't talk how y'all want me to talk, I'm a white nationalist.
Real men lead, fake men kneel.
Ooh.
Real men lead, fake men lead. I only kneel for God. That's all I got to say on that.
And that's
all I do. I only kneel for God.
And we need to get back to God. We are trailing.
No, we ain't gonna get back to God. We need to wake up to God. He's still in us. He's ashamed. He's just sitting there quiet. We've been putting him in the closet. We ain't got to get back to him. We got to wake up to him.
He ain't never left, huh?
He ain't never left. He ain't never. Everything down here is his. No, we need to wake up to him. That's what we need to do. Wake up to him. And he ain't wake up to him based on no color and who was the first, how did Jesus, what color was all that. No, that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China right now. Okay? Because when the rapture comes, they ain't gonna pick and choose. They're gonna go by what you do, your character, what you did, and what the fuck you said and what you acted like.
Your legacy.
And who mark you got? The mark of the beast or the mark of God? That's the only thing gonna matter. And right now, the third temple being built, y'all. That's what I got to tell y'all right now. Check the news. CNN ain't gonna tell you that. See, CNN and the Democrats ain't gonna even let y'all know nothing about no biblical shit because they don't want y'all to even think about it.
They don't want you to think about God, period.
No. But check your Bible. The third temple is being built right now in Jerusalem.
By Donald Trump.
By God through Donald Trump.
Huh? Look, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, right, we wouldn't have knew a lot of stuff that was going on.
Like fake news.
FBI.
We all thought it. We all thought the news was fake, but nobody wouldn't say it.
What I understand, right, is how do black people say the government is the Illuminati? Then when Donald Trump say the government the Illuminati, y'all don't believe it's an Illuminati.
Because he's labeled already. Huh? He's labeled a liar. He labeled all kinds of shit.
Donald Trump is telling y'all, look, man, they got secret organizations. They got two sets of laws. They doing this, they doing that. But while he's telling y'all something y'all been saying all these years about the government, the Illuminati, all that shit.
At the dinner table every night.
Y'all, and Donald Trump is the first president that have never been really a politician. When the first person that get in that's actually like us, and talk like us, because Donald Trump talk like us.
Yeah, he do.
He got a little bit more money, so he talk a different class like us. But like I tell people, right, the reason why Donald Trump talk like he talk, because that's the way he was fucking born and raised. If I was president, I can't switch up and be all of a sudden presidential because I'm not a politician. Donald Trump is not a politician. And people need to respect that. That's why they're so mad at him. Why do you think, okay, America mad at him, Democrats mad at him. Why do you think every other fucking country in the world is mad at Donald Trump if he ain't doing his job?
Because they ain't got no more free lunches.
Huh?
Do you know that there's countries that use our defense, okay, and supposed to been paying us for decades and they never paid us? They never paid it. They didn't pay their bill, and Donald Trump said, pay your damn bill or you ain't getting it. And so when we went to that summit and they was all laughing who he took to lunch, he took the niggas to lunch that paid their fucking bill. There's anything else.
$400 billion.
The niggas paid their bill, went to lunch. The rest of them, France and all of them were laughing because y'all been laughing at us because y'all ain't been paying y'all bill. We've been protecting Germany. We've been protecting Japan. We've been protecting South Korea, all them. And everybody, the bill was due while we was sitting around here borrowing money from China to live while everybody owed us money. Now, will you tell me what the fuck that is?
Huh?
What the hell is that?
And when Trump get on there and say, China never gave us a dime, you know what I'm saying? No other president done this. Why y'all think ain't nobody challenged that? Because they haven't. Donald Trump is the first president that said, look, man, we finna get something from y'all. The Chinese said, look, man, we never gave y'all a dime because nobody asked.
But no. They asked, bro. But what happened was they asked, the China promised to do it, and then they reneged on the deal, and nobody went after him. He's the first president that went after him.
Huh?
But when they didn't want to do the deal, he tariffed them. That's what he fucking did. Oh, you think you gonna not do the deal and stay around? Oh, no, you're not. You're gonna get tariffed.
Yeah, there you go. Put the tax on that
Brought
shit.
their ass to the
You
table.
got one more caller before we get up there?
All right, we got a caller coming in.
Call it.
Hey, what up, Black?
What's up with it? Who we speaking to?
Crazy Mike out of Minnesota. Belligerent Mike, but I'm sober right now.
Minnesota.
I'll keep it cool.
fucking Mike.
Hey. Fucking about it. Hey, so you know how you're always knocking on your producer? Being like, yeah, you got a black producer. It's going to be off. Hey, what
Fuck
about Bo
that dude.
Snerdley?
Huh?
Don't forget about Bo Snerdley, who produces Rush Limbaugh's show. He's black. He runs a great show. But hey, by the way, rest in peace, Herman Cain.
Hey, wait a minute.
Thank you, brother. I finally feel appreciated.
No, fuck that.
Anyone on the streets?
No, fuck that.
Hold on, man. This is my opportunity.
Mike,
hold on, because I control this motherfucker right here.
Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead.
Mike.
Yeah, that motherfucker
I got a lot
right
more
there.
to say.
Come on, Mike. Come on. Don't give that nigga no credit. Come on. That nigga gonna be
I
gloating
love
and
you,
shit.
Black.
He gonna be
Hey,
gloating
I
and
love
shit.
you, Black. But guess what? Man, these shows that you're putting on, these politics for Black, I love your guest today. Damn, he's on it. This guy's on fire.
Yeah, he gonna have to come back. He gonna have to come back. We're gonna invite him back. Definitely. He better than the other niggas that was on my show.
Hey, you should put D-Rod between the two of you.
No.
I'd love to hear you screaming and yelling.
No, hell no.
Well, hey, we can't do that.
I told him. What I said, I said, I dare you to put him on their show. It won't work. He would tear their ass up.
That'd be funny.
I tell him, don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, but right, like you said about Tim Scott, what a great leader.
What a
that
great
man's
leader.
got a future. Oh, he's Tim Scott. I'll vote for him any day if he wants to run for something higher at the Senate. But by the way, you get your guest on. I forget his name. By the way, what's his name?
Derek Goderick.
Boy, you got what you. Derek.
Yeah.
All right, hey, thanks for being on the show today.
Hey man, I appreciate it.
You know, hey, so you know, Black, he kind of follows the Q movement. And I didn't really hear y'all talk about it too much. I want to know your thoughts about Save Children and all this crazy satanic shit that's going on. Can I sit back and listen? If you know anything about that,
Yeah,
if
I
not
do.
Black, can you fill him in?
I do.
Yeah.
All right, let me listen.
And I'm glad you thanked.
I'll get you off air.
And I'm glad you thanked them.
Love you, Black.
And I'm glad you thanked them because I wasn't gonna thank him for shit. Good looking out.
You know, on the emphasis of Save the Children, you know, what you got to understand biblically is that one of the main reasons when God gonna bring this all to an end is because of the disrespect and the killing of the children. You know, the Democratic Party made a law where you can snatch babies out of bellies at 6 and 9 months.
9 months.
You understand? And so Satan is doing his thing for as the children's concerned. Okay? And another travesty that's being done to the children is them allowing gay people to adopt these babies and turn them into what they're going to turn them into.
Anything they want.
Killing off God, anything they want. So the best thing I can tell you about the children today is people need to pull their kids' phone from them. Stop letting them watch these athletes and these Carly B's and these satanic folks that's putting this in their head. Guard your children from that best you can. You know what I'm saying? Teach them and show them the root of the Bible and serve them the roots of the history. Show them information. That's the best we can do right now because bottom line, the millennialism is a very strong movement by Satan and it's going to take whatever God going to do to bring that out. But the best thing we can do is stay on top of our children. Do what we were supposed to do in the beginning. Be parents. Do some parenting. Stop trying to be their friends. Stop trying to be their homegirl. Stop trying to be all that. Be their parent. Be their parent. Show them the difference between this right here and that right there. Let them know that what's getting ready to happen, that your action, how you acting right now is from this type of behavior, which is going to lead to this type of behavior, which is going to get you this mark of this beast. Let them know what the mark of the beast is and what the mark of God is. Make them understand these things. You know what I'm saying? Take them on a ride to Skid Row sometime when they want to act. Let them see what it's like to be homeless. Take them out there and take a goddamn camping gear. Let them sleep on that outside. Let them see that shit outside. Let them see some real shit. Okay, and all we can do is keep on pumping real stuff in their mind because Satan is pumping the fake all up in them.
And I got something to say. Don't let your kids get molested too. Like, keep them off the internet. You know what I'm saying? In this world right here, you got to watch who your kids talk to. You got to watch who your kids associate with, because they snatching kids. They just done a kid trafficking raid a couple of days ago where they got like 20, like they got a lot of kids that's called so-called runaways, that's out of called runaways. They got them out of these sex trafficking houses and things like that. So Donald Trump has also done a lot of sex trafficking arrests and things like that. He done more than the last couple of presidents combined. So you have to watch who your kids play with, watch who they talk to, and watch who they hang around, because our kids, just because it's easier to take advantage, or it's easier to manipulate kids and take them away from their house now, because these pedophiles and these predators have an easier way to contact them. You know what I'm saying? There's an easier way to trick them, has an easier way to associate with them or con them or offer them things. So you have to keep your children away from these type of people, right? And the Democrats are not passing no kind of laws to help these out. When Donald Trump and Ivanka Trump passed these laws and had White House signing of a bill and things like that about child trafficking and things like that, nobody from the Democratic Party came. So it came to the part where the Democratic Party done hate Donald Trump so much, even the positive things that he do in the bills he signed, they're not even supporting that.
But this is the thing. This is another level. They don't hate him. See, the power that run them hates him. And he makes them do his bidding to hate them. Because they don't hate him because they got no facts on him. And like he said, before I became president, they all love me. So that's what that is. And they hate him because he's draining the swamp. He is bringing out certain things. Certain politicians talk about child trafficking and all that when it's time to get elected. Watch the ones that's saying it when it's time to get elected. But see, Donald Trump is showing America something right now, y'all. He said what he was going to do, and he doing what he fucking said. That's what the fuck we need to understand right damn now. They say all that stuff and kissing babies in factories and all that in the beginning, and then they get in office, you be like, where the fuck is where's the shit you said?
Promise.
What the fuck? He's showing us, y'all need to wake up.
No matter if you like them or not.
Y'all say this is our country, would then make them be obligated to give y'all what they promised, what y'all voted them for, and if they don't, vote their ass out. Maxine Waters need to be out of here. I'm telling y'all right now. This woman only show up in her district every time she's on the news the other day, walking around her district with a chicken sandwich, giving everybody a chicken damn sandwich. This motherfucker don't never show up till it's time to get voted. Now she got $6 million house. She said Donald Trump did coercion in Russia. Guess what? Check the files. She got over $150 million in Russian companies right now. She's invested in there. Check her file. Check her pedigree.
Woo!
Check the pedigree.
Woo!
Check the pedigree.
Woo!
I ain't saying that. I was on the same. Check y'all. I was on the same thing. I just voted for her because they said that. I just went along with whatever they said. I label all conservatives. You are racist. All y'all motherfuckers. Then I just started looking after that. Started looking at my own research, looking at the facts, man. Looking at what I got. Looking at what's happening. Look at what he doing. When he got in that election, he beat 18 motherfuckers to win that. But how he won, because he was talking about real shit. They was talking about all that make-believe shit. And he talking about real shit. That's what it was, okay? And when you talk about real shit, real surfaces. It may take a while, but real rises to the top. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck that bullshit promises.
Before we get up out of here, man, like, do you got a Facebook page, an Instagram page? Because I know it's going to be some people watch this video and they really want to hear some more from you. I'm going to bring you back on the show, you know what I'm saying? But it's probably, I know some people on here, because if they like my message, they definitely going to like your message. Is it anywhere they can reach out to you, you know, something like that?
Well, you know what? Like I said, I wrote a book called The Book of G.
Okay.
Let me rephrase. God wrote a book through me called The Book of G, and it's on the ego and its master. Okay? And I did this book 9 years ago, and I'm still editing the book because I want to do God's work correctly. Okay, so I'm thinking about when I get that all together, then I'm gonna put the website and all that, and then I'm gonna hook it up so y'all can come when I put it together. But I was looking for a platform, a stepping stone, somebody to let me just come in and say something. And this brother Black, you know, you got your producer, he came at me through somebody else. So I'm just new at this, y'all. I'm just starting with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the wormhole. I'm in the matrix. Okay, I'm learning. Morpheus is teaching me. I'm programming myself, but I would love to come back. You know what I'm saying? Get more program I get. I'd like to share it with y'all, and maybe we'll set up something. Y'all show me how to see. First of all, everybody gotta understand. So I'm a 60-year-old man. Let's let everybody understand that while y'all looking at it, brother.
Yeah, you good for your age,
y'all
bro.
need to understand. I'm a 60-year-old man, so my generation is like real quiet right now. Okay, they looking at APRP and shit, and a lot of us need to wake the fuck up and realize we still relevant. You see what I'm saying? So right now, I ain't up on the millennial type digits and gadgets. So y'all out there and you alone help me put it together and you do God's will, and we'll put it together and we'll keep informed on what's happening.
All right, and y'all definitely got to support this brother book, you know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to him right now, like I say, it's a lot of topics that I wanted to discuss with him and stuff like that, and I actually want to do this show a little longer, but I got to turn in the car and get another car because I bought a car yesterday and I'm trying to get it painted. So I wanted to actually do a longer show because I have more videos to show, but I got to cut this show short, you know what I'm saying, because of that. But we definitely got to bring this brother back on another day, you know what I'm saying, and we've definitely got to promote his book. When he get that book out, y'all know we promote, we help out, you know what I'm saying, and I have a lot of people, black, white, Mexican, Asians, you know what I'm saying, out of state, in state, out of the country, in the country, that's going to watch this and really like it, you know. And
the book is free. I gave away 25 copies of the book because God made me understand it ain't about profit for me. My picture ain't on the book. It's about God. He gave me this word the same way he gave it to me in the Bible. I just did the writing for a year and a half. I give them away. So every now and again I might sell a painting or something, a little something y'all want to give me just to buy some more.
No. So you got a finished product?
I got right here.
So look. This is what you do, right? If you want one of these books, right, he's going to read the descriptions on the video. Leave a description and he'll answer you, tell you how you can get this book and things like that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to read the description. If you want to talk directly to him, you can leave your information or email or something like that, you know, and something like that, and he will get back with you on the description. Like, I can't take no more calls. I got to go. We're going to have to save the call for next week because, as some of y'all know, I just got me another car and I got to throw it in the shop right now because I'm trying to drive it tomorrow. Because the other car light coming on. You feel me? Somebody hit my car, brother, while I was parked, man. It was messed up. We have to call back next week, man. You know what I'm saying? But I would be...
But blessing, your shit was all in order to get it fixed.
Man,
that's the blessing.
Blessing. No, man, no. That's what I'm saying. I actually got donations from people watching my channel. I want to thank you for your donations, you know what I'm saying, to help me get my car.
That's still everything in order. That's still everything in order.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
That's still everything in order. Because you giving out something, that's still something in order.
They're going to give it back. That's why I'm not worried when I go out and feed the homeless or do whatever I do, right? I'm not worried about the money, you know what I'm saying, because I know Mac is going to give it back.
Hey, look, you didn't go down to white folk neighborhood and say, fix my car, y'all, get out y'all houses.
No, I didn't do that.
Okay, then.
I done my shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I done my shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So when can you come back? When next time you free, brother?
Anytime y'all.
You come back next Tuesday?
Anytime y'all ask me, man.
Okay, well we got another guest. It's stuff that I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I wasn't able to talk about. So we're gonna bring this guest back on next Tuesday. You know, so we're gonna have more video, we're gonna have more production, and we're gonna get interviews and questions from the street that we're going to be able to answer and talk about.
I work in Hollywood, so I might be on a couple of shows. If I'm not, then I'll let you know ahead of time. But other than that, I'll be here. Got you.
You feel me? So come back next week, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this show. You know, we'll be back next Tuesday talking black politics was black. I almost said it again. I don't know what the fuck the show going to be about, but it's going to be about it. We out.
Yeah, we out.
This nigga had to say something.
I had to get my thing in.
Mike, you gave this nigga all the kind. You done bumped this nigga ego up. Now he ain't gonna let this shit go.
I appreciate you, brother.
Don't go, Mike.
Thank y'all so much.
Fucking Minnesota. No, look at him, Mike. See what you created, Mike.
Hold on, let me.
This nigga want to give a shout outs.
Good one. Thank you so much.
You ought to see this nigga over there smiling. You want to give this nigga shout outs and everything. You know, boost this nigga ego up. Don't do that again. Don't nobody call in and get this nigga no props. Prison reform, doing nothing about Nothing about prison reform, nothing about police reform, nothing. Just all talk. Every bill that the Republicans passed has got shot down. So if you're gonna say what Donald Trump ain't doing for you, you got to tell me something that the Democrats are doing for you.
Where were you
I just
shooting down Obama with
Obama ain't done nothing for Obama. The only thing Obama done something for was gays.
Can I ask you this? All I'm saying to you, Black. I'm saying, Black. I'm asking you to say why the deal maker is not in the room. Y'all can talk about every other thing. The deal maker is not in the room to make sure
the deal maker. The deal maker is the House. They got to make the deal for him to sign it.
He won't even come to the room. I don't want Mark Meadows to talk for me and Mnuchin. My president needs to be in the room with the head.
He just signed an executive order.
He's supposed to lead. That's
He's
what
signed an executive
he's
order.
supposed to lead, though. He's supposed to lead.
We got to wrap it up.
At the end of the day, the thing about
executive order.
And he took the money from FEMA. He took the money from FEMA and gave it, and now they got a hurricane going on right now. He took the FEMA money, and now the hurricane people in Texas ain't gonna have no money, bro. I'm done, bro.
Poor Donald.
We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all heard from the geniuses up here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can preach this to somebody who needs to hear it like nobody. You feel me? But we're gonna be up out here. We're gonna be back next week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what we're gonna do next week, but we're gonna be back. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
We will
Google it.
America.
So committed heresy.
That was a dumbass question.
The hottest economy. Our country is in serious trouble.
It is. If you vote for Joe Biden, we're gonna be in some serious fucking trouble.
We will